Ciao, jewelry making friends. My name is Joey Balestrieri. Welcome to my work table and welcome to my channel. I have a website that I just can't stay off of. I love it. It's called Lima Beads. And I have done another pretty big order from Lima Beads, and I just wanted to share that with you because it's such a really easy to navigate website. The prices are great. They offer different prices for different quantities. So I'm going to do a little unboxing, but I just wanted to share something with you all. I have posted a little question in the community tab of my channel to see if there was any interest in learning to do some silk ribbon embroidery embellished with seed beads and other beads and buttons, and turning it like this is a brooch that I made about 30 years ago. Flowers are a big trend for 2024, as well as brooches. They are coming back in a big way. And so you can get out the ones that you've had from the 80s and 90s and wear them again. But these are embroidery techniques that are done with silk ribbon. And here's another example of something that I did: little mother of pearl baby buttons and tiny little seed beads to make dangles just the way that we do in jewelry. And like, I have this piece that I did. I'm just not happy with the frame. I've already taken the back off of it. I have some vintage lace from a wedding dress from the Victorian era that this is embroidered on. And it's really, really fun to make. And so like little cabochons and like a lot of the little things. This is a tiny little lampwork glass bead. So a lot of the things that we already have in our beading supplies can be used for silk ribbon embroidery. And I was actually thinking of taking this one apart and turning it into some kind of a piece of jewelry or bookmarker. I'm not sure yet. But if you would let me know in the comments if there's interest in a video, I'll do like a really beginner project using these techniques to make a brooch or a pendant or something. And I have some updated pendant frames for the embroidery. And just let me know if there's any interest in the community, because it is a very old fashioned, very, very old fashioned style of work, of handiwork. And if there's not a lot of interest, I didn't want to spend time making a video if nobody wants to see it. So the other thing I get a lot of comments on are my little dishes, and I thought I would take a minute to tell you what these are. I have been collecting, these are butter pats from the Victorian era, and even up to the turn of the century, well, the turn of the last century. And like in Victorian table settings, every place setting got a little tiny dish, which was for a pat of butter. And that's what these are for. You can also find like tea bag holders like this. And they also had these really beautiful little things like this that I have my gold-filled interchangeable ear wires in there, but these were for salts. So like they would put a little bit of loose salt at each place setting, and then you could pinch salts on your food. And so most of these are like, this one is a Japanese one. It's a Nippon is the maker of this one. I have a lot of Havel and Limoges, which were made in France. And I have a huge collection of these. I love these, but I found that when I was making jewelry, the sizes, I have so many, and the patterns are all just so beautiful. And I found that these little butter pats and little salt dishes from the vintage China collection that I've had since I was probably, I don't even remember when I started collecting, maybe a teenager, that they just work beautifully for separating beads and holding the little tiny findings and little things that we use in jewelry making. So I get so many comments about my little dishes and where can I find them. And so I've been antiquing my whole life. And so, antique shops, antique malls, fairs. We have a big place not too far from me called Renegers. It's a giant twin antiques market, and they do big shows. So along with bead shows, I go to those shows a lot too. So that's the answer to everyone about all my little dishes. So let's jump into my purchases from Lima Beads. It's a lot, you guys. It is a lot. I love that they do this. They have a little sticker on the packages that says thanks Joey, especially for me. I have an unusual name, and so I never get to see my name spelled correctly. So I just love the quality of this company. They obsess about their quality and their customer service, and you know, I feel like these are my people because I do too. On my channel, I care about my microphone, you know, my mat being clean, my lighting being good, my speech being clear. You know, I do the best that I can, and I love to find companies who also care about the quality that they're putting out into the world. And for me, Lima Beads is just top notch. So this is the Brazilian waxed cord that I have done so many of my recent videos out of. I love relaxing stringing and knotting techniques with this cord, and I got these 3 gorgeous colors. This is the 0.5 millimeter, but they have other sizes. They have thicker, depending on, you know, what beads you're planning to string and knot. They just have such a diversity on their website. These are little turquoise spikes, and I just love these for a little bit of a contemporary look. And as we go into summer, this type of thing looks great with natural elements that you find on the beach. And it also, with wire, different wire, it has a very beautiful like boho look. I just love those. And they also have a beautiful section of their website that is all kinds of handmade beads, ceramic beads, lampwork beads, and those are among my favorites. So like, look at these little handmade ceramic tube beads. Aren't they gorgeous? I absolutely love those. Let me start out with a clean mat and I'll fill it up. It's so exciting when you get in an order, you know, and I love to like make a glass of wine and just peruse the website, and it's one of the best. It's just one of the best. A few more of these little ceramic cube beads, like my favorite shapes. Cubes and tubes. I didn't realize that I was doing poetry today, but I do love those. And then my beloved flowers, they have such a comprehensive, extensive choice of check glass flowers, and those are favorite things that I use in so many of my designs, and I just like to keep replenishing my stash of those. Look, I don't have any in this size. These are so gorgeous, and I just fell in love with this color. So these are a little bit smaller ones. I've done some really chunky bracelets. Like I have one right here. This is one of my recent videos. I can link it below if you didn't see it, but it is using the waxed linen cord, the 0.5, it's not linen, I'm sorry, let me back up. It is a polyester cord, it's Brazilian cord, and it's waxed, and it just makes these gorgeous knotted projects, and your pieces are so fluid and soft and movable, and so like, you know, just like glides around your wrist, like your pieces just hang beautifully, necklaces as well, and earrings. And so I just love the selection that they have of the cord and these flowers. I always find beautiful check glass table cut flowers on the Lima Beads website, and they have all kinds of ceramic pieces like what you see in this bracelet. So, you know, this is kind of like my vibe with where I'm going with some of these purchases. And I just love what they provide. It gives me just so much creativity, but I just adore their selection of flowers. I always find great things, and they have all sizes of different shapes of check glass beads. I love rondelles, and I just think I love the berry tones, so I picked out a few strands of these berry toned rondelles, different sizes, different strands of those, and I am so excited about this. look for these beads in an upcoming video. I was actually waiting for this order to come in. This is, I believe I got a Peruvian opal. I think that's what this is. But I got 2 strands of these for an upcoming project. It's a design that I took right out of my own sketchbook, and I am super excited to make this with this upcoming project with this gemstone bead. So I am like so excited that those beads have come in. And I have to say, I also am very impressed with their section of their website for chain. They have all kinds of chain. This is a gold filled chain, and you know, it's a very high quality. It does not tarnish, and I just love making things with this. It is more expensive than base metal, you know, like fashion jewelry chain, but there are certain projects that just call for something that's a more of a fine line, more of a high quality, and they offer that as well as the less expensive chains. So they have like these copper plated chains, which I just thought this was so beautiful. I'm not going to take it off the card, but I'll try to show you the pattern. The selection that they have is amazing, and you can purchase it by the foot. So that's really awesome, because you know, if you're just needing it for an extender chain and you don't need so much, you just get a foot. If you want to do a necklace, then you're making a really fabulous special pendant or keepsake piece, you know, then you can get the length you need, and you add your clasp and your dangles and whatever else you're doing. So I just love that they offer that. And more of the little rondelles. These are so gorgeous. Oh my goodness, you guys. Do you see the gold wash on these little rondelles? Is it sparkling on the video the way that it is in my hand? I hope so. That is gorgeous. I'm so happy with that. I want to put that. That may end up being in with this project. I hadn't planned for that, but it might end up being in with this project. And more tube beads. I love my tube beads. These are so beautiful. Look at this raspberry color, and look at the little finish. There's like a little flash, a little wash as you spin it around. Oh, that is so pretty, pretty, pretty. And I got more ceramic beads. I love this lavender color. Look at these gorgeous beads. So the waxed Brazilian cord, they have the larger circumference, or you can use the thinner one and double or even triple your stringing through the holes of beads like this. And it's such a beautiful look, like you saw in my bracelet, like ceramic, check glass, like all that mixed media just makes the most stunning artisan, one-of-a-kind jewelry. I just like love, love, love it. Oh, I ordered that. The day that I placed this order, I don't know if I should tell this story. I guess I will, because you know, our jewelry can be a affirmation or a reminder to us of certain things, and you know, it can be a keepsake and can be a remembrance of a fabulous trip or an experience that you had. And the day that I placed this order, I've been being harassed online about the way that I talk in my videos, and I started out really sweet with the woman saying, you know, you can always mute me or fast forward if you don't want to hear my talking. And she continued, like under every video, leaving the same comment. And I finally just had to say, enough is enough. You know, I'm doing tutorials and I talk the way that I talk, you know. And so anyway, that afternoon, I was placing this order, and this is a Green Girls Studio pendant with the tiger on the front, and look what it says on the back. A tiger doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of the sheep. And it just spoke to me, because you know, her negativity was getting into my head when I was filming and when I was trying to explain in my videos what I was doing, and it started to kind of take over some space in my head. And I saw this Green Girl Studio pendant, and I thought, oh my goodness, I have to make something. I don't even know what I'm going to make yet out of it, but it was just the day, and you know, I just thought I need to like keep doing what I do, and people that don't like it, can go somewhere else, you know. But anyway, there we go with our jewelry. You know, sometimes jewelry is just fun and colorful and, you know, just for fun and doesn't have a lot of meaning, but sometimes there can be really, really deep meaning in the things that we make. So I try not to give any gas to negativity. Whoops. There is still some of the Tiara cast pieces out there. This website still has a little bit to choose from. So I have actually never had these little connectors, and I just think they're beautiful. So I treated myself to another little Tiara cast thing. I just love those. I don't have a plan, but you know, it's a little bit sad that we don't have Tiara cast anymore. And then look at this connector. Isn't this gorgeous? I just love the geometry of this, and I love that it has two connectors, because this could be a bracelet, it could be a pendant with the connector to the necklace here and a dangle here. I just absolutely love this. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but it's just one of those things that just spoke to me. I love that Lima Beads has a section of African glass beads. I just think these are beautiful. I love all the different sizes, and well, yeah, they're all different sizes and each shape is a little bit different. It's extremely organic. I mean, sometimes I have trouble even cutting my African beads because of the way they come on a strand. It's just so beautiful just as it is. But the other thing that's really cool about this website is the African brass beads are just fascinating to me. And although I don't do a lot of tribal jewelry, I have done some. I get in the mood for that kind of thing because I like to do a little bit of everything. But if you have ever tried to purchase the African brass beads, they are really expensive, and like a whole strand of them can be, you know, $50, $60, $70, you know, and like for me, I will do a one-of-a-kind piece and then move on to something else. So having the opportunity to just choose one beautiful bead like that, I just love that. Let me bring in another little dish because I have quite a few of these. And so I'll just show you some of the ones that I got, and most of these were between 70 cents and $1 a piece. So I can get a few little designs and patterns and sizes to play with and not break the bank and not have a huge commitment in money, you know, to have a few of these beads. There's imperfections in most of the African brass unless you really, you know, pay a lot for like perfection, but I actually like it just like that. I think they are just gorgeous. I mean, look at this one. I got a brass cube bead. This is so beautiful. Look at this. It's kind of like, it's not, I don't know, is it a cube or a tube? It's like almost a square little cylinder. I don't know, but I love the spirals in it. I mean, that is just a stunning bead. It's kind of a cube. Oh, look at this one, you guys. I thought this was stunning. I haven't done an African piece. I did an African leather bracelet about 2 years ago. I'm overdue to do another like tribal piece, but look at this gorgeous bead. Isn't it beautiful? It's like a top. It's just like a children's like old-fashioned top. That is stunning. I love that little cage. Actually, that's what I love about all the African brass is kind of that look of a cage. Look at this one. Oh my. I mean, really, you don't have to do tribal jewelry to use one of these beads. You can choose this as a stunning focal point and mix it with like your ceramic beads. You know, it doesn't have to be that very, that specific genre of jewelry. I mean, it certainly can, and it's beautiful, but you can do so much with these. Oh my goodness, look at that little dish of deliciousness. Oh, look at this cool one. I love bars. I know you probably have picked up on that if you've been around my channel, that I really love working with different bars. I love the geometry of them, all different kinds, like connector bars and, you know, things with multi-holes, but even these like tube beads that you can create, put your wire through and just create a bead. Isn't that cool? I mean, it just like looks like a found object, like, you know, a treasure, really. And then I like to get some smaller like spacer beads, and I think these were around 20 cents a piece. So for a bracelet, look how cool. I just got some little African brass spacers. They're like the shape of little eggs or something. Aren't they cool? I just love those. So, you know, for, oh, I don't want to lose one. Here he is. You know, so like for around $1, I have these special little spacers for a project. And, you know, again, I didn't commit to a lot of money, but if I wanted a lot, they have that. They offer that. So it's just a really great website. I think this is my last one of these. Look at, this is like a little small version of the other ones. Isn't it beautiful? And then, okay, up next, have you guys seen unicorn beads? I don't have any of these in my stash. I don't know if I got just one. I don't know. Right now, this is what I'm seeing, but look how cool these are. These are little mini drops. They're called unicorn beads. And so the hole is kind of like offset at the top. Let me get a piece of wire, because I didn't have any of these. Look how cute those are. You could wire wrap those. You could put a jump ring through there and make like a little cluster of dangles on a project, but aren't they beautiful? I just think those are so sweet. There may be more in here. I can't remember if I ordered more. Oh, and they have a beautiful section of beach glass. So it looks like the tumbled, you know, sea glass that you get, but they have all these cool colors and all these cool shapes. Like these are just little rings. Aren't they gorgeous? And they just feel like tumbled glass. They are just so pretty. I'm going to put them in with my ceramics. Just fabulous. And then, you know, and when you go in that section of the website, and you'll be shocked at all the things that they have. If this little guy will come out, this is a little yellow sea glass seahorse, and so he's got a hole at the top, but there's also a little connector point here, and he's so detailed. I don't know, since it's frosted glass, I don't know if you can see, but all his little markings are there. I mean, he is just so lovely. And they have, speaking of, they have sand dollars, and this is a flower. They have, let's see, I see a sand dollar here. I'll open it next. It's just beautiful, the selection that you have. Look at this beautiful little flower. It has a little connector hole in the top, but it has these little grooves. So when I look at that, I think, oh, I could rest wire in there and do kind of a creative wire wrap. I just think, I mean, their website sparks so much creativity for me. Look, oh, this isn't a sand dollar. They have a lot of different shapes of this. It's convex on this side, and then it's concave on this side, and it is so smooth. It's like satin in your hand. Somebody needs to get right on that we need feel-o-vision. We just do, because it's just the coolest little drop. I mean, again, the possibilities are endless with this. I mean, you could even glue something right on the face of this, you know, even a natural element that you find on the beach or something. It's just so cool. And I know that I have ordered more of those. Let me go in. I had to organize a little bit. I've ordered more from that section of the website. Let me pull all those in so it's not quite so random. Yeah, look at all of these different shapes. So I'll just try to go through them quickly to give you an idea. As we go into summer, these types of things in this beach style glass, all the shapes, there's the possibilities for our summer creations are just endless. And I love scouring the beach for found elements too, and I love having this kind of thing to mix in with what I find on the beach. I have a video. It's an older video and one of my first ones. The work is great. The video is not that great. I can link it below if any of you are interested in what I do with seashells and even broken seashells. But look, I bought these to make a little pair sunny yellow earrings. Aren't they gorgeous? They're absolutely perfect, and they just have a little tiny hole at the top. And this is like a 5-minute pair of earrings if I don't make it too complicated. And aren't they just amazing? I mean, there is just so much beauty and diversity on this website. You can literally go from, African beads to beach style beads to check beads. It's amazing. I love it. I can't stay off the website. Look at this little pair of drops in the pink beach style glass. Has a little bit larger hole. So if you wanted to do like a lark's head knot with the waxed cord, that would be a really beautiful boho design. I am just crazy about this website. I actually have some of these beads in my stash in turquoise, and I got this beautiful orange color. Aren't they beautiful? Look how stunning this is. There's a little bit of variation in the color, and these they feel like satin. I can't even describe this. This glass is so smooth and just so perfect. I mean, if you're a fidgeter, like even this, I could just make a bracelet with this. I actually might do that. It's just beautiful. I just love it. Absolutely beautiful. Trying to make a little grouping here, but my order is getting away from me. And so they also have a little area where you can buy leather cord, and I think this was also by the foot, and I just fell in love with this color. I have a lot of leather cord and a lot of different colors and millimeters, but this pale lilac I did not have, and I just think it's beautiful. And in these pastel colors, look at that. Look at the pastel with all of the beach glass. That is so pretty. I mean, I didn't have a plan. I just really wanted to have this in my stash, but now I'm looking at it with even the little unicorn glass. Look at the purple with the little unicorn glass. So this is what I mean about new beads, and a great resource for jewelry people is that it sparks creativity. It gives us ideas. If you're in a blocked time where you're just not feeling creative, a little order of some different things, like you can see that I went from beach glass to African beads to gemstone beads to ceramic beads. And, it just gives me all these ideas. So I tried this. This is not something that I work with a lot. This is, I believe, a dyed hemp cord. It's very thin. I love this color, and I'm used to working with the wax cord or like Ceylon and Eslon, and this is just not something that I've worked with very much, so I just chose a color that I love, and I'm going to try to do a little project with it. And honestly, this kind of grassy feeling is just speaking to me for summer jewelry, and with the beach glass, I think that kind of raffia texture goes really great with natural elements like shells and beach glass and things. So already I have an idea, even though I did not when I bought it. And I got some more ceramic beads. Lima Beads does not put like the information on the bags. So I get a packing list with everything that I've ordered, and it's very detailed. Like it looks like this, where where I have the amount that I ordered and the price, but I kind of wish they did, because I think that these are, this one has a little damage, a little extra paint. I think that these are Gaia beads, and I believe these are as well, but I don't remember, because as you can see, I was all over the website, so I don't really remember, and I don't want to take the time to go through my whole shipping list. And let's see, this is another, I think this is a porcelain bead, and I also think these are Gaia. Look how cool these beads are with the center hole and the little swirl, and look at that gorgeous color. Again, that looks almost like something you might find, like a found object. I just love those. Aren't they sweet? All my colors are just going together so well. They also have gold plated ear wires. They have gold fill ear wires. I think I saw some sterling silver ear wires. So I have a little stash of really small, really simple that I can just add in a drop. Maybe I'm going to use those for those sweet little yellow drops. And I did not have any moon faces in my stash, and they had some pink moon faces with an aurora borealis finish over the little face. So it really looks celestial. It looks like I don't know, like the sun is shining on the moon face. Look at the detail in these beads, and it's so cool. The little AB finish is only on one side of the face. It's a two-sided bead, but the other side is just the satin frosted pink. Isn't this the sweetest little bead? I just love those. I don't have a project in mind yet, but I thought they were really sweet. And beloved check glass flowers. I am constantly replenishing my stash of these flowers because I just love them, and this is a little different color than what I have. These are beautiful. They're so earthy and so natural. I just love those. Put those over here with my other flowers. And then I love classic things like gold and white, copper and white, and I actually have a little shortage of white flowers in my stash. So here is some beautiful little table cut white and gold check glass flowers. What's not to love? Just love them. Okay, I'm coming to the end. There's a couple more things. Oh, I did get more, where did they go? More unicorn beads. Look at this color. These are so pretty. I love this purple color. These are the little mini unicorn beads. I believe these came in another size. Look at the color in the glass. It's like art glass. They are beautiful. I love these little drops. Oh yeah, these are even smaller. I think these are the minis, and this is, I just noticed the two sizes that I got because I've never had these and I don't have any of these in my stash. So I believe this is the regular size, and I think these are called unicorn bead mini teardrops. Aren't they beautiful? I just love those. And I got some more, I was thinking denim friendly items, because this is those little beach glass rings, again, but kind of in a denim blue, you know, like that beautiful chambray color that we wear with white linen in the summer. It's beautiful. I just love that. I had some more of these. Oh, there they are. I'll put these beside the pink ones. Look at that, you guys, the pink and the blue together. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet, but they are special. I really love them. And this is my last item. I just bought some connector bars because I love connector bars. You can just do so much. I wish you could feel these. These are so weighty. I mean, these are so cool. They have that, it's a copper with that patina, almost like a house that has a copper weather vane that's seaside, and how it turns green with the salt air. And that's kind of the feeling of this little connector bar. And it's very detailed. The embossing is really beautiful. I'm crazy about those. Again, these supplies just make me want to go right to work. So I really hope you enjoyed this little unboxing. I'm just checking I already shared the chain with you. I was just checking to make sure that I shared everything. I hope this was informative. You know, even if you don't need beads or you don't plan to place an order, it is great to watch unboxings because you learn the names of things that are new or maybe just new to you. And when you are searching for something, you know what to type in the search engine. So you know, like the different companies, like I have Gaia beads here and I have some check glass, and you know that these frosted type beads will be found in the ocean beads or beach glass section of websites. And you know, like the African brass, you kind of know. Table cut is another thing that if you like that, where you see the flat side of a bead, you know the expression table cut and faceted rondelles, and like if there's so many new people to our jewelry community, and so I've been kind of doing this to help them so they know if they're looking for something, kind of what it's called and what to type in their search bars. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope this was useful, at least entertaining, and let me know in the comments about the brooches and pendants with the beads and silk ribbon embroidery. If there's enough interest, I'll definitely do a video. And I hope everyone's safe and well and having fun on your beading mats, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, jewelry making friends.